Hey guys, it's time for another smart ceiling fan control review. We haven't done one of these in a while. This is the TreatLife smart ceiling fan control. It is a 4-speed wall control. You've seen a very similar control to this in my videos before. However, the ones I've shown and tested before have a light function and a fan function. This one just has the fan function. So let's talk about the pros and cons. So first of all, you might be asking, why am I testing one that just has a fan function when I already have the one with a light function? Well, I was hoping that since this did not have the light dimmer, that I would have better access to the capacitors on the circuit board, and I could change the capacitor values to dictate the speeds. Hey guys, it's time for another, I don't remember what I was saying. Hey guys, it's time for another, Hey guys, it's time for a smart ceiling fan control review. Today, we have the TreatLife smart ceiling fan control. If you watch my videos, you know that I actually use TreatLife's products, and they're featured in a lot of my videos. In fact, the fan behind me uses a TreatLife control. We'll talk about that in a minute. There's two fans off to the side over here that use a TreatLife control. There's a fan here that uses a TreatLife control on the light just for the dimmer. There's a light over there that uses a TreatLife dimmer. I've got TreatLife products all through my house. And that's because once I find something that I like, I tend to be brand loyal, and I like their ceiling fan and light control combination. Again, we'll talk about that in a minute. This is just the fan control. So this is if you have a fan without a light and you need a wall control that is also smart. It is a 4-speed control. It requires a neutral wire. These speeds are set by capacitors, and just like their control with the light, it's a 3.5 and a 5.5, and they sum to get 9 for medium high. What else? We can actually look at the control. Got one right here. Decora style, on off, and then plus and minus for the speeds, and you get this nice single gang switch plate that has the holes hidden, or you can mount it regular. So the main reason I got this is because I was hoping that since it did not have the light dimmer, I would have better access to the capacitors so I could change them to get the speeds that I want. One of my biggest pet peeves about the TreatLife controls that I use, again there's one behind me, is that unlike some other controls, the capacitors are very deep in. You'd have to undo a lot of unsoldering to get to them to change the values. And again, I use a lot of different fans, and you know, sometimes the low speed is too low or too fast, or you hit a resonant frequency or something like that. If you watch my videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. So I like to be able to customize my controls. Unfortunately, these are not good for customizing, and for better or worse, the one without the light dimmer has a very similar circuit board layout, so it would not be easy to customize this control. That is the downside. The upside is it has 4 speeds. The speed range works great on a lot of fans. These work with the TreatLife app, which I'm brand loyal, so once I got the TreatLife app, I try to just stick to controls that use the TreatLife app. You can use them with Alexa without a hub, which is the other factor. You know, again, all the controls that I review are under 50 and use the TreatLife app, and can be controlled by Alexa without a hub. So this checks all the boxes. Like I said, the downside is that it's not easy to customize. So again, that fan behind me has the version with the light, so I can control it. I can say, Alexa, foyer fan level 4. Of course, now she's not going to listen. Alexa, foyer fan level 4. What am I doing wrong? Alexa, foyer fan level 4.
Okay.
I don't know why that took so long. Okay, we're going to start the video over. That was too... Hey guys, it's time for another smart fan control review. Today we have the TreatLife smart ceiling fan control. If you watch my videos, you know I use a lot of TreatLife products. I have their fan control in the fan behind me. That one has a light dimmer. I have their fan and light controls on fan and lights that are off to the side, not on camera, on either side of me. I've got maybe as many as a dozen TreatLife products in my house, and I'm brand loyal. So when I find a brand that I like, I tend to stick with them. And I really like their 4-speed fan control with the built-in light dimmer. It's what I recommend when people ask me they want a capacitor-based smart fan control with a light dimmer. It is my first choice. It's one of the only, I think it might be the only, at least in the price range that I look at, which is under $50, and that is able to operate with Alexa without a hub. So this is the same controls you've seen in my previous videos, except this does not have a built-in light dimmer. So you might ask yourself, why am I reviewing it if it's essentially the same? Well, if you watch my past videos, you know that one of the things I like to do is open up the controls, which, avoids the warranty. So do it at your own risk. And change the capacitor values to better suit the speeds that I want. If you watch my ceiling fan test videos, you'll know that we will test various ceiling fans with every capacitor value to find the ideal speeds. And then when you're building your own control, you can pick the capacitor values that yield the best speeds for that fan. So some of the controls that I buy, you can actually access the capacitors pretty easily and solder them out and solder in new capacitors, and you can customize your speeds. Unfortunately, the TreatLife control with the dimmer, everything is really compact because they have to fit a dimmer, a Wi-Fi, receiver, and a fan control all within a single gang space. And it's all micro soldered very close together, and you would have to do a lot of soldering to get to the capacitors. And so I've not bothered customizing these controls, but I was hoping, since this one doesn't have a light dimmer, there would be more room and you'd have easier access to the capacitors. Unfortunately, that's not the case. It essentially uses the same circuit boards without the light dimmer functionality. So there's no difference there. There's no advantage to getting this over the version with the light dimmer unless you don't have a light and you just don't want a light button, which, I mean, to be honest, that would bug me, having a light button that does nothing. So again, if you have a fan without a light, you want 4 speeds, and you're fine with the capacitor values that are in this. They are 3.5 for low, 5.5 for medium, and then they total to 9 for medium high. And of course, high is just straight power. It uses the SmartLife app, which is, again, I'm brand loyal, so I like controls that use the SmartLife app. That's about it. My biggest critiques, other than the fact that you can't easily customize it, which I know is not something the manufacturers probably want us to do in the first place anyways, but it's important to me. My biggest critique is that you have to say level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 for the speeds. Some of the smart controls, Alexa will recognize speed 1, speed 2, speed 3, low, medium, high, 10%, 20%, 30%, and so on and so forth. And so you can use the same command.
I'm not sure about that.
I know, she was confused. So you can use the same command for various different controls. These are very specific. The only terms that they recognize is level 1, level 2, level 3, level, and so that would be the first thing that I would change, is I would program this so that if you go, Alexa, foyer fan 10%, that should take it to low.
Is out of range for device,
but that's what happens. Whereas you go, Alexa, foyer fan level 1.
Okay.
And, ideally, 1 to 25% would be level 1, 26 to 50% would be level 2, and so on and so forth. That's really my only critique, besides the fact that I can't change the capacitor values. But again, I don't think the manufacturers expect us to change the capacitor values. I think I might be one of the only people that does that, me and the people that watch my videos. So those are my only 2 critiques about these controls. Otherwise, I like them. They work as reliably as your smart home does. So as reliable as your Wi-Fi and your smart controller. I don't want to say her name again. And anything else. I've never had a problem with the control that was the control's fault. Anything else? Not really. They're affordable. They sell them on Amazon. You can get them in bulk. I think they have like 4 packs and stuff like that if you have a bunch of fans. And like I said, if you watch my videos, you'll see I have got several of these throughout my house. Just the version with the light control. Anywhere where I need a light dimmer and a fan together, And these capacitor values work. So at least in this floor, there's 1, 2, 3 fans on this floor alone, and then any others? Yeah, 2 downstairs. So that's really all I have to say about this. We can cycle through the speeds on this one. Alexa, foyer fan level 2.
Okay.
Alexa, foyer fan light 10%.
A few things share the name fan light. Which one did you want?
Foyer fan light.
Okay.
Alexa, foyer fan speed 3.
I don't know how to set foyer fan to
That's
that.
right, because I said earlier it has to be level. See that again? That's why that's one of my critiques. Alexa, foyer fan level 3.
Okay.
Alexa, foyer fan light 20%.
Okay.
Yeah, that worked. Just gotta be real specific with her sometimes. Alexa, foyer fan level 4.
Okay.
And if nothing else, I should be able to say high, because with the 3-speed fans, level 3 is high, and then this is the 4-speed fans, level 4 is high, and it just gets confusing. So, again, those are my critiques, but all in all, I like these controls. I recommend them. I buy them. I use them. So this is not, it's not a review just to, complain about it. Again, this is a product I use in my home, and I will probably buy more of them. If anybody knows of some other controls that I should try that fit my specifications, I'll leave it in a comment. I do check the comments. And if you have any questions about these that I can answer, feel free to leave a comment as well. Thanks for watching. Alexa, foyer fan level 1.
Okay.